scheduled for now. Waiting for 26 podcast. This will be pretty decent tomorrow when we're watching the football, I reckon. I just messaged him. He said he might have dinner, but he'll let us know. Are we on? First time live. Let's go. Okay. But it's working. Sorry, everyone. The millions that are watching. We just had to make sure that it's working. Yeah. You're being joined here today by me, Rogan McGeorge, Jamar Davis, and my dog Marlene. We're on. That's what we're here for, mate.
Right, I'm taking over this channel now.
Go on then, intro. You don't really need an intro for live. I like that. You just roll with it.
We're live, mate.
No
swearing.
When I was writing the description, we obviously said that we were going to talk about the Chelsea penalty situation. But we've actually got a lot to talk about, really, because Liverpool and Arsenal bottled it. Did you see the meme with where Arteta passes the ball in and Klopp is the Gerrard that slips?
Bro, that AI has gone crazy, eh?
Yeah, it's actually hilarious.
Maybe I'll move that. Sorry, lads, we're getting used to this.
Marlene.
Yeah, mate, that AI thing, that was quality, eh? I wish I could get out. That was class.
Someone sent it to me and I didn't realise what it was, yeah. I realised it was a remake of the Gerrard slip, and then I've seen, it's Jurgen Klopp. And then I've realised it's Arteta passing
the ball.
And then I've seen Pep just burn through and slot one in there. I was cracking up, man. I was cracking up.
That is quality. Honestly, they've nailed it as well, the way it looks. Nailed it. Unbelievable.
You know the penalty thing? I said to you the other day upstairs, I didn't want to ask you your opinion because I wanted to talk to you about it. What's your opinion on it?
It's a funny one, man, because who was it? Someone goes to me, Ange at work. Ange, obviously in the barbershop. We're at the barbershop, we're talking about it, and Ange goes to me, what would you have done if you was Gallagher? And I was like, it's a strange one, because the beginning of the season, I don't know what game it was. If you remember, Ricky and Anton. Ricky won the penalty, so Anton's our penalty taker. Ricky's won it, he's done well, he's like, beat a geezer, he's won it. Anyways, they've had a row over the ball, and I'm like, Anton takes the penalties. It's like, it's written before you get out there. It's the same as the corner taker, same as the fucking geezer takes the goal kicks. It's already sorted out. You're playing at that level, it's done. Yeah. Cole Palmer scores when it's 1-0, he scores when it's 4-0. It doesn't matter, it's the same.
He's also going for Golden Boot. Like, he's level with Haaland now.
Is he really?
He's level with Haaland now.
What are they on? Let me pull that.
Do you know what winds me up, about this? All of a sudden, you're 4-5-0 up. Everyone thinks it's a jolly up. And no, he's the penalty taker. The only way that he doesn't take that penalty, and I think it's okay, it just says error there. This will be all good. I think we were still on.
Yeah, we're still on.
Yeah, it's still on.
Current viewers, we've got one.
Hey, Joey G. Big up, Joey G.
Is that Joey G?
The left-footed wizard.
Big Rogz, my man. Here we go.
The left-footed wizard.
Hey, Joey, what do you reckon, mate? Not a good look, is it, son?
If Cole Palmer hands the ball to another player, then fair enough. That's up to him. But he's the taker. Do you know what I'd have done if I was Pochettino? You see them two, Nicholas Jackson and the other one that was messed off. Mate, I'm taking them off straight away.
One sec, look. Let's have a look at it. It should pop up on here. 1 sec.
But you know what it creates while we let that go? Pochettino's done it. He's had a tough year. that he's had as Chelsea manager. And now all of a sudden, the press conference, did you see how the press conference ended? Pochettino stormed out, Porter's sworn it in the bar. Honestly, that's great. And that's all it was. The way that it was happening, the way that it was taken. See, for me, them two aren't going to take it. You see, was it like Thiago Silva or someone had to literally push him to go and celebrate with his mate? I'm not having
drags
that.
him over.
I'm not having that. Get him off. Get him off. Sit him down. Let him salt. Kick bottles about. Let him go in.
What does he think by scoring that penalty? Whoever it is, Jackson or the other geezer. What's going to make the difference? It's one goal in a 6-goal game. Like, what's it going to do for their career or their what is it?
I don't get it. I don't.
Madness, isn't it?
It's like he was acting like he's the guy written up. He's the penalty taker, and somebody is taking it from him. Madness.
It's written up. It's written up. And the other thing is, Cole Palmer is deadly from the spot.
He's
right?
the best player by a country.
So let him practice when it's 4-0. Let him practice at 4-0, 5-0. Let him practice.
I'm not having it, mate. I would have taken both of them off and whatever. Because no disrespect, the other one I don't even know. Like, I know I don't watch as much football as I used to. The one of them I didn't know.
Ndeke or Mbeke.
Yeah,
he's mustard.
Is he?
He's mustard.
And Nicholas Jackson, mate.
Nah, he's pony.
If he's upset, where are you gonna go from here? You're gonna go and play for Crystal Palace.
Probably.
Good luck to you, mate.
Yeah,
like, honestly.
Probably.
You ain't got it to be Moody, to be the main man. Like, I was surprised he had all colours in his hair. I thought he'd want to tone it down. I watched that guy live, remember? I watched that guy live at Stamford Bridge this year on tour. And he should just have a basic short back and sides and concentrate on playing well.
No, he's minging, mate. He's not a Chelsea centre forward, is he? Let's be real. Let's be real. He's not.
I feel for Pochettino, because now he then had to deal with someone in a press conference where he should have just been lapping it up, because he's had enough tough times this year to go in when he's lost and everyone's on him. That was his time to walk in there with his chest out. He's ended up storming out. He's having a barney. If I was him, I'd be absolutely raging. Well,
I watched the Palmer interview he did straight after the game, and he seems like a nice lad, eh? And he goes at one point he obviously let him have it.
I would have caned him if I was the gaffer.
Good on Gallagher, but
yeah.
Because to be fair, he's only a young captain. Ain't really done. I don't even know if he should be captain at Chelsea, but he stepped up there. I thought.
Nah, he did. It's a tough one as well.
What are you doing in that situation? You got Archie McPhee grabs the ball.
It's happened a couple of times with Archie and Tom.
I was about to say, Tommy's just done twinkle toes. He's gone past 2 or 3. He's done Tommy stuff.
There was a little grey area there at a time, because Tommy has always taken the penalties, but then Archie's come in. He's the 9, and then. Yeah. For us, it's not as set in stone. It ain't written up.
Oh, you don't have it. You don't have it
written up.
So what do you do?
Well, Tommy's the penalty taker, really. But then,
I've seen Tommy put away a lot of penalties in the last 3 years.
Yeah, and then obviously Archie's a 9, a striker. And to be honest, I don't mind. All jokes aside about that, Jackson, I don't mind seeing your 9 wanting to score goals. So even if. When there's a penalty, I don't really like to see discussion. It's just ball in the hand. Leave the guy who's taking the penalty to do his job, and that's it. But I don't mind. I've seen it with Tommy and Archie. Like, they've both been like, what? And they've not even argued. It's like, I want it, you want it.
One has to give in.
And then I think now it's just Tommy takes the penalties. Yeah. If Tommy's not on the pitch, it goes to.
If you're a manager, though, I'm sorting that shit out. Like, Monday, pre-season, first day, it's sorted out.
I think I should take them personally.
For what? What for?
I'll take them one this season and miss one. I'll put it down with lack of practice, though.
When I was watching your game against Berlin on Monday, Lockie, the commentator, mate, you've had a shot, yeah? And then after that, they've gone, I don't think Rogan McGeorge has scored a goal for Casey Comets this season, mate. They had to go for Langy. They had to go all the way back to Casey Comets. For you to
I scored a few for Casey as well.
Few? Or was it 2?
No, it was a few. It was about 4 or 5.
Yeah, right.
I was on penalties at one stage. Funny enough, my last goal for Casey was a penalty. So, I caught in that in that pre-season that I left Casey, I scored a couple of bangers. You remember that we kept taking that shortish corner to me on the corner, and I kept swazzing it top bins. I know that might seem hard for people to believe, but I actually did.
I watched a lot of the games.
You was there for one of them.
Was I?
Bro.
Which one?
It was against Berwick, the one you were there. Trust me, I remember my goals. There's not many to remember, so I scored two top bins. I did, I swear down. And I scored a penalty so I was on 3 pre-season.
Pre-season. Yeah.
But I scored the one that's on my Instagram. The one against
the
Richard.
one. That's the one, bro. That's what everyone remembers.
Well, yeah,
that's what they were talking it up like that was your first shot in about 5 years.
It probably was, to be honest. It probably was.
Goalie made it look quality as well, didn't he?
He moved so late.
He did, because I thought it hit the post because he went that late.
Yeah.
He missed it.
Yeah. Nah, he was probably still celebrating with all
good
the other
game,
team
though.
that I got a yellow card.
Oh my God.
I don't think their centre half, their captain, he's run 40 metres cheering. Like,
yeah, the
bro,
yellow.
Yes!
Again, that's what
Because I got a yellow card.
They said they haven't seen a bigger cheer from the other team for a yellow card.
Mental, bro. I watched it back here because I didn't think it was a yellow, and I watched, and it definitely weren't a yellow.
Should have got it up again. We could have shown it.
Yeah.
Next time we'll do a bit more research.
It weren't a yellow, right? I didn't think I'd talk about this, to be fair. And, mate, I'm watching it back. Lads are high-fiving each other because I got a yellow card.
Mate.
Oh, I've got about 100 yellow cards in my career, mate. What do you think? My head's just going to go and I'm going to get sent. I think because I got sent off that many times 2 years ago,
they mentioned
people think that my head's gone. I'm all right, mate. I can play on a yellow. Like,
mate, sometimes I'm watching you and I'm like, you need a yellow sometimes.
Honestly,
I'm watching the
right.
game. I'm like, you need that little bit of, oh shit, should I or shouldn't I, constantly. Otherwise, you're just not.
Mate, when you're running from centre back to run 40 metres to cheer someone getting a yellow card, I question what you play football for, genuinely.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, he ran 40 metres cheering. But they didn't score, so he probably knew that they didn't have it in him to score, so that was the only thing he was going to be able to cheer. Tragic, mate. What a tragic guy, mate. Honestly. It was one of the saddest things I've seen.
The thing is, because you've come home from Berlin and you was like, obviously, nasty bit of game. There was a bit going on in that.
Yeah.
When I played there, obviously on the live stream, they're giving it, I bet Jay Davis is rather sitting at home than playing on this pitch. That's what they said. And I was thinking, no disrespect to the Berlin boys, but it's a nice flat pitch on a Monday night.
Yeah, no wind. What? So they were saying
it's not a bad. It's not a bad place to go, is it? No, they just said, I'm sure I'm preferring it on the sofa or whatever. Then watch it, but I'm watching you boys, mate, and it was
alright. Berlin's a nice place to go.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like, you had an experience. You come back and you was like, chirpy here, chirpy there. Obviously, got the yellow. Everyone got around you. But when we played them, I don't know. They had Dante in the middle. I think it's Dante he gets about. He fucking starts getting into you. But by that, they're all. Nice enough. You know what I mean?
Dante's a good lad. He puts it about.
But I mean,
I was having a Barney with their number 77.
We had more ruckers with you when we played you lot than when we did with Berlin. Times 100. You boys were like way worse.
Now, Dante, I was arguing with a 77, and Dante's like sprinted over, and it's like that typical chat. Like, I'm like, what are you gonna do? And he's like, he's honestly looked at me like, what are you going to do? Yeah. And do you know how the conversation ended? I went, mate, Dante, you're wearing Copa Mundials. Be quiet, mate. You should be coaching. No, but he's a good lad. I like Dante. He puts it about in midfield.
I enjoyed playing against him. I thought it was good. Good fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rather be on the side.
Them boys are right. Luke Loss, he's nippy, man.
Good little player.
Flicking everything around the corner.
Yeah, man. Against us, he scored that. You weren't at the game. He scored an unbelievable goal against us, man.
He's got that, like, 5-10 minutes, you ain't seen him, and then all of a sudden the ball gets to him and you're like...
Whack. Yeah, he does something, makes a pass.
He's a good... He said he's going to come on the pod as well. I asked him. Yeah, he said he's going to come on, so...
Oh, there you go.
Luke's going to come on.
Lost, you're on. You're on.
That lad...
That'll be the closest I get to him, I reckon.
That Scottish lad, James, coming on as well. He knows Sam Wardrop. He played midfield for him. He was at Heidelberg. He's a decent player.
He got sent off against us.
Was it him that got sent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It was him that got sent.
Yeah.
Moving back to the football.
Man City ain't losing it, are they? It's Man City's now. I can't see him dropping.
Someone tell me different. It's impossible.
I can't believe Liverpool and Arsenal.
The only thing is, that's still looming is Spurs. Have you seen Spurs?
Nah,
Just
but
got a little shout.
of what?
They play all three.
What, they play the top?
Yeah, they play them all.
So they've got a say in
They've
it.
just
What you mean?
well, yeah, because if let's say they turn up for 2 and don't turn up for 1, there you go. Man City could, who knows? But that's it for
They're
me.
turning up for Arsenal. The Arsenal game.
And then
sacking
they're
the other team,
resting the boys up for the City game. For the
Nah, that would actually
game.
be funny to see. Yeah.
yeah, nice that weekend there where you go Liverpool. Did you see the game? Liverpool, mate, the amount of chances, that just didn't go in the net. Even the one right at the end, Mo Salah, he's 1 yard out. He doesn't even realise that the defender's going to come and block it. He thinks he's tapping it in the goal because it's like that open. And he just touches it. The geezer just hits his stud and goes like that far past post. And they just were scratching their heads.
Was he just too cash? Could he have just...
Yeah, he could have put it in the net probably. But, like when you just think you're going to
You're
take
there.
the net. And
You're there.
the right back's run all the way across and just got a touch on it. Like, it shouldn't not go in. Anyways, it's just constantly. And you're just going, they can't lose this. They can't lose this.
I don't support a team in the Prem. I just watch it. But I would be really pleased to keep Liverpool fans quiet. Like, the whole Jurgen Klopp thing leaving and that.
See,
it would just be a nightmare.
I'm
mate.
all about it.
No, it'd be a nightmare, mate. They're just...
I feel they're taking the piss though with some of the teams and that they're putting out there. They're just playing kids just for playing kids now. Like Jurgen will just play kids just to play kids. He's got Matip just chilling there or whatever, and he'll go, I'm going to play my man who's 18.
See, for football and for the club, and Liverpool is a massive club, you respect them. It would be lovely to see. It's just the supporters that I just couldn't.
Yeah, but you're a fucking Chelsea fan.
But
I've
they
seen
wouldn't
you in
even
a Chelsea kit, mate.
They wouldn't even. Yeah, but it wouldn't bother me. But their fans would. But Jurgen Klopp was really nice to my auntie, who obviously passed away and stuff.
Yeah,
he
definitely. Yeah, that was a mad story.
for anyone who don't know, she worked.
Now
with
tell him because that's crazy.
My auntie worked for LMA, working with all the top managers: Jose Mourinho, Jurgen Klopp. Obviously, at her. They didn't call it a funeral; they called it a celebration of her life. That's what she wanted, which is better, really, I think. But Roy Keane were there, Mick McCarthy, Jurgen Klopp donated a lot of money. He couldn't actually be there because of Liverpool commitments. But
you said Roy Keane as well was proper.
Yeah, Roy Keane was there and stuff, and knew Auntie Ali a lot,
singing her praises when he.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah,
that's wicked.
That was funny because my other auntie obviously was at the celebration of life. My other auntie's. Yeah, she's funny, mate. Like, she's proper out there, and she went up to Roy Keane and said how great it was to see him in it live, and he smiled and said hello, and she's gone, "Oh, so you do smile then, Roy?" And he's like, "Yeah, only sometimes." She goes, "You should do it more." You should, what was it? She goes, "You should do it more often. You look good when you smile." He went, "Nah, I think it's overrated." That's class, isn't it?
That's quality.
But like, see, I love Roy Keane. I loved him as a player. I love watching him. I think he's brilliant. And like I always say to you, I love it when you just look at someone and you go, you might disagree with them, you might not like their way, but he's done it at the top level. You
can't not but listen to that guy, man. Whatever he has to say, you just got to take it in, just listen.
So I remember watching an interview that him and Gary Neville did when Roy Keane was walking his dog, and he was talking about how, if he saw his hero walking down the street, he goes, "I'm going to be like shoving a phone and having photos and just say, morning." And my family are all in pictures like that, smiling with Roy. I know. See, if I was there, he would have known that I was a proper Roy Keane fan because I'd have just said hello.
You'd have gone,
and
yes,
I couldn't
Roy.
have had a photo with him because that would have just, even though I would have loved to, I wouldn't have asked him just because I know what he said.
I had this chat with Hannah the other day. Like, we were just giving each other a list of like, who would you get a picture with? Who would you actually stop?
Yeah.
If you were walking down, who would you actually stop? Because you see people and you'd be like, nah, I can't. And I was like to Hannah, Mum would probably, it'd be a couple people, but it wouldn't be respect. Like, I wouldn't stop any footballers. It'd be like Gordon Ramsay. I'd probably be like, do you know what? I'm going for it. I'm going to do it. It'd be like, and Elon Musk, I think. I only had 2.
Yeah.
But like the rest of them, you'd kind of like, if I saw Sir Alex, you'd go, I almost respect him too much to run over there.
I get
and
that.
go, Sir Alex, because you've been around football. I've been around football. If I was at a football club when I was at Peterborough and Darren Ferguson was there, I wouldn't act like that around him because I'd be almost in my shell.
Yeah.
So I'd know what type of cat he is, and he probably would hate that, right? Like Roy, you got running up to Roy, but there you go, your auntie's fucking bang involved.
Oh, I'm a mum. Imagine my auntie and my mum. My mum's going, yeah, my son loves you and that. You're thinking he's probably going, nah. Apparently he was like dead nice, and obviously he is a nice bloke.
Well, there you go. Back to Jurgen. That's why I want him to win the league.
Yeah. No, I would be happy for that.
Not just that reason, but he seems like he's doing that everywhere he goes in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone seems to like that.
Yeah.
Like,
there was a letter that Jurgen wrote to a young Liverpool fan that like suffered with, I think it was like anxiety and stuff, and the letter went viral and it was proper nice. Like he said that he goes, it was to the little kid, and he was like, "Can I let you into a little secret? Guess what? Before big games, I feel the exact same as what you've described in your letter to me, and I use that to turn that energy into positive energy, so on, so on." And yeah, he's Clark. You can see that he would be like
he would carry that everywhere.
He would carry that everywhere.
I think it don't just in front of the camera or whatnot. I think it goes further.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually get. So, do Man City play Spurs?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they play all three.
Well, they're out of the Champions League now as well, Man City, because they lost on penalties.
I make sure that they play Man City. I'm pretty sure they do.
So they got the semis on. Well, it'll be Sunday for us, but Saturday in England, obviously, for the FA Cup. And then they've got Brighton. This is Man City, Yeah. They've got Brighton, Nottingham Forest. So Brighton away, Forest away, Wolves at home, Fulham away, Spurs away. And then they finish off with an easy one at home to West Ham. I had to, mate. I had to.
And that was City, yeah? That was City?
That was Man City, yeah.
So they've got the easiest running out of the bunch.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I can't believe that. Liverpool at home to Palace is the one, innit? Arsenal was Villa at home, wasn't it?
It's difficult.
Hey, Villa.
It's difficult.
Villa, mate.
Hey, even Man City going out of the Champions League, so changes it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Arsenal out. Oh man.
Yeah, jeez.
Also, tomorrow night.
Yes.
We're doing
this,
but watching.
We've got to. Yeah. We've got to go with the votes. We can't do a poll and go against it. The situation is. We wanted to watch Oakley versus St Albans. Reason being, Salmon's our boy mainly, really.
Yeah,
that's why we wanted to watch. We wanted to watch Salmon.
The net will ripple.
I love watching Guesty as well.
Yes,
I do love watching him play, man.
To be honest with you, if I'm gonna watch an NPL team, it's gonna be them.
You're gonna
if I choose.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement. I really like Oakley, but we did put a poll out on our Instagram, and it weren't even close.
No, it weren't.
Everyone wants us to watch Dandy City versus South at Dandy City's ground.
It'd be a good game, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like you said to me earlier, it's just I think the affiliation. We just know a few more boys.
Yeah, we just.
But
the people
for us, we'll get to know them. Yeah,
we've learnt our lesson. I'm not putting no more polls out. I'm just going to.
I'm making sure that Ochang shirt's up.
Yeah,
Ochang's he'll be up there for sure.
We need a Hume gamers, don't we? Chicky, Ochang, the 26th.
If that was on,
I need to ring Chicky actually.
Yeah,
he called me yesterday. I did the old template. Can't talk right now. I actually couldn't. I didn't fob him off. I said I'll call you this afternoon. That was yesterday. Yeah, he's probably sitting here watching this guy. Oh, you're right, Rogz. He's busy. Yeah. I should be on there. That's probably what he's saying.
I have taken your fucking gig, mate.
Yeah. I'll actually give him a call today. Sorry, Chicky, if you are watching this either now or later. Yeah. Promise you it's not personal, mate. I was actually busy.
Also, we could probably throw him up there, couldn't we?
Yeah, we have got a David Schick
that off tomorrow.
Cambridge United shirt. What a shirt that is. That would have been the one he was wearing when I watched him. Giving the ball away every 2 seconds.
Yeah, so we're going to do South tomorrow. What time's that?
South, Dandy. Let me just check the time. So, we'll be serious for a minute and explain exactly what it is. We will be doing a live watch-along. Now, we've done a watch-along before, and people really, really enjoyed it. But this watch-along will be like now, so it'll be live. You can join in by sending us a message when it's on. Will there be a number this time? We're working on this.
Yeah, I'll work on that tomorrow.
Yeah. So there may be a number where you can call in whilst we're watching the game. So the
And we can
idea
watch it
is
together.
it will be something not confirmed yet, but it'll be something along the lines of a split screen. Half of the screen will be us watching it and our reaction and all the nonsense that we're talking. And then the other half will be the game, so you can see the game. So if you're watching the game via a stream tomorrow night, Dandy City versus South Melbourne, at Dandy City's ground, 7:45 kickoff. Don't just watch the boring stream. Also, apologies to them that do that, but it's a dog-eat-dog world, you know. I like, you know,
watch them both. You can watch them both.
Yeah, I instantly thought of the commentators that I've got a lot of respect for. And they're probably like they're always shouting out 26 podcasts now. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do them, but we are watching it, and we're going to be having banter as we go.
For
and
sure.
you can liaise with us.
You can do both. You can watch that on your phone, watch us on your TV, watch that on your TV, watch us on your phone.
Everybody's a winner.
And then chat to us, call into us, have your say.
But please, no one start sending me shit because I'm not in the mood for it this week. I've actually had a couple of busy weeks.
I'll answer them.
Just
once.
banter Jay.
Yeah, you can get into me. No bother.
Yeah, it is 7:45. We're going to be watching.
I'm going to wear my crash helmet just in honour of the game. I'm going to put it on.
Rory Delap's playing. So I'm going. What's your prediction?
I think after I watched a couple of highlights, I haven't watched any Dandy City games actually, but they got a couple late winners, late equalisers.
I've got a funny story about Dandy City because I think it's going to be a draw because I just think it's a horrible place to go.
Maybe we put a little. No, can we? Are we allowed to bet?
No, we're not allowed to
bet. We're not allowed to bet. Maybe
we can do like a 26 podcast bet, like an unofficial one, like unofficial with the people. But we went there last season, so it's windy, rainy, cold. I just remember warming up and thinking, like we just want to get in, work hard. Like the pitch was terrible, all due respect. So we're in the tunnel. No sign of the Dandy City team. There's this big guy, just like, say I'm here, lining up, ready to go out. And there's a cage, and then the guy's like literally, like his nose must have been touching the fence like that. And he's just going at Jimmy, funny enough, he weren't going at me, but he was just annoying me, like just hammering our players. I'm like, mate, the game's not even started yet. Dandy City players come out. Webbo's the skipper there, so I said hello to him and that. They're stood there in the tunnel together. Their goalkeeper's got the wrong colour skins on, but he's full works, mate. He's got the top half and the bottom half. Imagine you have to take it. Ref's like, got to go change it. He's got to untape his socks, take his skins off, put them all back on. So whilst he's doing that, we're in the thing. So I've gone to the ref. Bearing in mind, I've got this geezer in my left ear. He's like, he's not just saying a few comments, like talking loud, like going. It was hammering James Burgess, our goalie. And I'm like, ref, I don't care about the goalie. He can come out after. We'll just walk out now. The rest, like, he's umming and ahhing and that. So I've done the old talking of Roy Keane. Do you remember what he did at Wolves? Like, Paul Ince was taking forever, their captain, so he just walked out. I've gone, ref, I'm giving him 10 seconds. And then in the back of your mind, you're like, if he books me, then I'm playing 90 minutes on a yellow. And I was like, I'd had enough of that guy. I said, right, let's walk out. And we just walked out on our own. And at Dandy City, they do the whole, welcome the two teams. So they've started that and then realised that Dandy City are still in the tunnel. So we've walked out and we're getting like heckled and stuff. Backfired, we lost 4-0 that day, but funny story.
But you was 1-0 up from the start.
I was so it was 4-1 actually. Yeah. Funny, mate. I thought I was Roy Keane. Yeah.
Right, so, and it's at Dandy City, so a bit more of that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult place to go. It is.
Tolls is good, Gaffer, as well. So
Tolls is good, and they know how to dig results out without. I've seen them play well. Obviously, the second game we played them last season, they weren't great, but they come away with 3 points. I think they've got that about them to make it difficult for Self, and I
reckon you're right.
And get something.
Right. A draw.
I think it's going to be a draw.
We can watch George Lambert.
But in saying that, Self aren't the same sort of team as some of the other top teams where they want to go and play. They're really,
that will suit them too.
It may suit them, so
it might not suit the fans. watch. So I'm just picturing it being, no disrespect, but just a fist fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think they both will know that, and I think they'll both
that's
turn
right,
up
yeah,
prepared for
yeah.
that, and that'll make for some good watching
I
as
reckon
well.
you're right.
You see, we love the big shout out to the boys, Lockie, Josh, and Nick. NPL podcast.
Do a sick job, man.
Because we know that running a podcast is not easy.
No,
It's
they're
not easy.
They're doing well.
Even them boys, I know they're commentators, but they speak so well. Like, I listen to it and they're like...
There's a reason why you can tell, when they do their podcast, it does change over, transactions over, for sure.
People don't realise when you sit in a seat and you're being filmed or you're being recorded, how difficult it is actually just to
be normal, mate.
To be normal, be yourself,
difficult.
talk well, keep it flowing. But they're so shout out to them boys.
No, they do. We want to get them on at some point.
We want to get them on this
reached
channel.
out to you, but I'm definitely 100% going to get you on.
What was the point? I went on to make a shout out for them. Can't even remember what the point of the thing was now. What were we talking about? So on their podcast, they'd had a few tweets in from NPL supporters, and a couple of self sent them tweets saying like, yeah, we might be top, might be unbeaten, but we're not playing the South way. So, but that's a weird one for me, yeah, because you go, honestly, maybe it's because I'm a Cambridge United fan, I don't know. Your team win. Yeah. I actually don't care how you play. Yeah. If you said to me, we've got a tough run of games coming up for Langwarren. Well, every game in our league's difficult, if I'm honest. But if you said to me, next 3 weeks, do you care how you play? I'm going, obviously, when you set out and you prepare for a game, you prepare to play well. You prepare to perform the right way and get the win. But ultimately, if we win those 3 games and play, say, terrible, but we don't play great, I'm more than happy with that,
Job's
mate.
done, bro.
More than happy.
Bro. No, you're right. It goes back to that, because West Ham, obviously, for West Ham, we've got Moisey in charge, and everyone's saying the same thing at the minute, man. Like, football's terrible, but results, and we're going to miss him when he's gone and that. But if we were top of the Premier League, it'd be different. If we were top of the Premier League, it's completely different, because we'll play bad every week and take home a trophy. But you're not going to play bad every week, win nothing, achieve nothing, feel like you've achieved nothing. Pointless.
When that conversation comes up, it always takes me back to when I was younger, and we had Bolton Wanderers supporters were doing exact same about Sam Allardyce. You remember them days where they were floating around fifth,
and then you change
in the Premier League.
You change him.
Would they take Sam Allardyce on them days now? I know a lot of changes and the money in the game and whatnot, but honestly, you got to be careful what you wish for as well. So, like, I've only been here 6 years. I say only, but I've been here 6 years. And when I first come here, South were doing nothing.
Yeah, they were.
Like, obviously, the big club.
Top 5 team, really, weren't they?
They were doing nothing, really. So, I don't know. Maybe South fans, if they're watching this, can message us and explain it a little bit for the history. But I'm going, if you're top of the league, who cares what the football's like? Because for me, like, again...
Well, they got that Max, that I don't know if you've come across that Max lad. They've got geese with a long throw, little, with a blonde hair, rapid. Great footballer, man. Like, on the ball, unreal. But he's getting all his assists from fucking just launched it in the box, mate. That's mad, isn't it?
I just think, like I say, I'm a Cambridge fan, but if I go watch them play crap, but they score 3 or 4 goals... I just cheer the ball going in the goal anyway. Really. I know we live in a world where I'd love to see the goalie play it to the fullback, set it into the centre half, he rotate. But the reality is, at the end of the 90 minutes, if I walk out of the Abbey Stadium and a lovely bunch of coconuts is playing, and we've won 1-0 and we've played crap, I'm not really bothered, to be honest.
You're spot on. Spot on.
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh, the supporters, because I'm obviously on Facebook, the Amber Army page, and one thing that really cracks me up about football, I guess it's at every club in the world, I'm guessing, but you'll get like Joe Bloggs, for instance, who logs on and he will go into everything like he's expert,
clueless, this, we should be playing this formation.
The board
this
don't know
personnel,
that.
the board, get Strang out, get this coach out, this and this. Hellbent on and I'll go, I know this geezer, right? And he ain't ever pulled a shirt on at any level. Like, the pub team could make a team and he probably will be on the bench at a push. And yet we then hire Monk, and this same guy's going, oh, he's been out of the game for 4 years. I don't reckon he'll know what he's doing. You're going, mate, you ain't been in the game at all. You've not even touched the water, mate. And yet you're hell bent on knowing what we need. Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? Fans.
Expert. Nah, mental. Well, what about the other day? I'm watching your game and I put on there, let's go Langy, as I do every weekend. And someone's telling me that I should support Bentley Greens, mate.
You should have just said Bentley ain't playing it.
I'm supporting Bentley right now, every day.
We'll tell everyone that when I was at your game the other week, like, when I come and watch you play, I want you to win. As simple as. Like I said, if you weren't playing there, I wouldn't have been at that game. I'd have been at home. So when I come and watch you, I want you to play well, I want you to do well, I want you to win. That's just natural. And at the end of the game, I was pissed off because you guys obviously didn't get the win. You were a bit obviously unlucky, went down to 10 men and that. I'm walking out a bit disappointed, a bit gutted for you that you've had to run about 13k because someone got sent off. And someone's gone, yeah, great result for you, Rogz. Oh, what? Are you all right, mate? I've just paid $10 to watch my mate play and he's just lost and you reckon it's a good night for me. But you see me, I look at that, and I said it to you the other day, but obviously everyone watching won't know, is, mate, Lang Warren will be where they are in the league because of their results. Yeah. I don't look and go, oh, East Bentley versus Eastern Lions, versus Bentley. What do we want? Because do you know what? I'm looking at the last 4 games we've had, and we've had 4 draws. And I'm going, well, 3 of them should have been wins. 1 of them we got away with. So on the balance, we should have been walking away with at least 2 wins, and 2 draws would have been fair, in my eyes. But we'll come away with 4 draws. So if we just slightly dip down the league, that's on us. Not the result that... It's mad how people think, eh?
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's actually mental. Like, I'll be seen to be doing the wrong thing, essentially. But at the same time, you're like... I said this to someone last night at training because they brought it up. Dorcas was in the chat. Someone else was in the chat. They all saw it. And I said, I've been to more Lang Warren games than I have Bentley Greens games. Yeah. I'm actually a Lang Warren fan because, bar you, obviously I'll support you wherever you go, but you got Tommy down there. You got all the boys down there, Brad down there, all the lads. Like, I said, yeah, how can I not watch that and support that team? It doesn't matter whether you're playing in the top league, bottom league, my league. Or when we played against you, that's it. That's the only time I'm not supporting you. Yeah. But I've been to way more than any team I've been. Even West Ham games I've been to. Probably been to just as many Lang Warren games.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
Mad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any difference whether I'm there or not there supporting.
Honestly,
supporting,
yeah. I genuinely don't. I noticed over the last few years that there's people in the game that do get really obsessed with other people's results, and I go. I look at it a very basic way and go, all right, this weekend, I could not care less who's playing who does what. We've got a game at 3 p.m. Saturday. We need to do everything we do to get a win. And if we fall short, that's on us. Yeah. If we get a draw when we should have won, that's on us. And
mate, if Bentley win the league on the back of everyone else being horrendous, then I'll be very surprised. Yeah, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah. You
don't win nothing on the back. You normally just got to be good or better than the rest, right? You don't really rely on whatever.
I think the minute that you're doing that, you're not in the right mindset anyway.
Not, bro.
Just go like, we've got a game this weekend. If we get the most that we can do, both teams, Bentley and Lang Warren, the most that we can do this week is get 3 points ourselves. Is what it is.
Don't take any points off us when you win.
And then if you win a game, let's say even Bentley win on the weekend, you beat George Cross and you have a little look at the ladder and you go, right, the team above us lost means we jumped them. You go, oh, that's happy days, that's good. You put your phone down, you move on to the next game. That's honestly how it is for me. 100%. People get obsessed, so-and-so. Mate, for a start, we're eight games in, mate.
It's going to be so
relax yourself. Because we've seen it last year. No one would have been at this stage of the season really looking at Dandy City.
No one.
Because they weren't
even in the top.
Second half of the season, they gain momentum and then they come through. So really at this stage, it's not about other people's results. So moral of the story is people leave people alone.
Leave me alone, man.
If I'm at a game at Bentley and they're not getting a result, don't come up to me with all that. It's a good result for you.
Yeah, and if you see me on a live stream,
Isn't it mad how many people see that? Because a lot of people have said to me, "Oh, Jay on the thing, that guy."
Mate, all I said was "Let's go, Langy," man. I've said that 100 times. Like,
yeah.
It's madness. All right, so tomorrow we'll leave it at that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I don't know what we've done today, but first live stream done.
First live stream.
Let us know what you think.
No editing as well, so hopefully
editing.
this could be the way forward, mate.
Could be. We could just be doing this for fun now.
Yeah, I reckon
We'll be a go-to. We're going to try and do at least a couple of weeks live, just go over what's the crack. And
we noticed the consistency hasn't been there, but if you lot realise what editing it takes,
it's a madness.
Deeks gave me a bit of stick the other day. He's like, sent me a screenshot of an Under the Kosh podcast. He goes, might as well watch this, seeing as you ain't released your Dan Gleeson is waiting for that one. We will edit it. We've been in YouTube prison. We're now learnt how to do live. We work full time. We play for Bentley and support teams in the NPL as well. So just give us a break,
But we're back tomorrow, and it's going to be a quality one, I reckon. Yeah, we'll try and get Bradley Blumenthal in.
Yeah, we're working.
Or we'll try and get
dinner,
or we'll try and get a guest of some sort tomorrow.
What, Joe? We'll end on that shit, man. We'll end on that.
Nice one. Well done, boys. I didn't get my spot.
I went for the old that.
Yeah, there we go.